Well, good afternoon. Thanks for joining in. We're going to take some time to breathe together and get moving today. So let's start. Find an easy sitting position for yourself, whatever that means for your leg placement. And we'll start with some deep breaths together. So just letting your shoulders fall away from the ears, feeling long through the axis of the spine, feeling your center joining in with you today. Let's inhale and reach the arms up. And then exhale, bring the arms down, and let's try that again. Inhale, fully in, all the way stretch, and then exhale, opening long. Feel that reach through the arms now, and let's take one arm up and one arm down and into a side bend. So reaching up and over, feeling that length through the spine, and then scooping and hollowing on the diagonal, feeling the abdominals scoop up and in. And then bringing yourself back to your sideways position, and up. And other side, reaching long through the spine, arcing up and over for that lateral stretch of the spine. Enjoy that. Hollow the belly, reach on that forward diagonal. Feel that length in the low back. And then bringing it back to your sideways position. Good. And then bringing yourself up. Relax the arms down and just take some shoulder rolls up and back a few times. Reaching up and then sliding down the back. Letting all your stress just melt away. Sliding down the back. Very good. Link your fingers, press the hands forward, stretching through the wrists. Good. And if you can, flip the palms the other way, opening and stretching through the wrists. Good. And release the hands. Draw some circles, pinkies, little flamenco for us today. And then reverse directions. Waking up the hands, waking up the wrists, and then just shake it out. Woo, very good. Release the legs out in front of yourself and working the feet a little bit. So pulling the feet back to flex and then reaching through to point the toes. And again, pulling the toes back to flex and point. See if you can alternate a few times, just getting a little pedaling through those feet, work out all the Rice Krispies, all those snap, crackles, and pops. And then take a few circles of the ankles each way. Good. And then reversing directions. Good. And then just shake out your knees. Good. Reach the arms up again, lengthen long. Let's flex the feet here. And then hinging forward toward the feet. Send energy out through the head and through the tail, reaching down through the sitting bones. And then point the feet, relaxing forward as far as you can, relaxing through the low back, stretching out the back of the body. Take a few deep breaths here. One more time. And then have the arms be soft, just roll up through your spine. And we'll get placed on our mat. So swinging the legs around, have a seat. And you can hold on behind the thighs here or on top of the shins. We'll do our little spine dance here. Starting with our contractions, scooping the belly deeply, rounding back, holding on to the legs. Feel that stretch wide between the shoulder blades. And then folding forward, exhale. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Send the shoulders down away from those ears. Lift your heart up to the sky. And then coming back to center, try that again. Scoop and contract, flexion of that spine, scooping the belly deeply, that's right. Feel that stretch, perhaps shifting side to side a little bit, stretching through the shoulder blades, stretching the sides of the back. A little shift side to side. And then coming back to the center, folding head to tail, rounding forward, slide those shoulders down, and again, open the heart, lift wide through the collarbones. And coming back to the center. See if you can let go of the legs and reach the arms forward, and take that contraction, rounding down onto the mat. Go nice and slowly here, scooping out the belly, articulating down until you're on your back on the mat. Bring the feet in a little bit and find your easy resting position with your pelvis on the floor here. Surrender your palms at your sides. Again, feeling that open quality across the shoulders and chest. Start with just that little imprint. Exhale, scooping the abdominals and rocking the pelvis so you're imprinting that lower back into the mat. And then bringing it back to your easy resting position. And try that a few times. Small little scoop and imprinting that low spine. And then unwind, relax. One more time, hollowing, feeling that deep core work there, and returning. Now going the opposite direction, tipping the pelvis into that arch, and then bringing it back to center. And again, reaching the tailbone down, arching through the low back. You might feel your chin come closer to your chest as you do that. A couple more times, rock, and center. And again, reaching into that arch and center. We'll take a few of our circles today, pelvic clock. So starting with that scoop, rocking and imprinting, and then tipping the pelvis over to the side, and then down through that arch, painting a circle on your mat with the back of your pelvis, around to the other side, and up to center. Just one more time this direction, circling clockwise, over and downward. Just letting your head respond to the movement of your pelvis, to the movement of your spine. Let's reverse counterclockwise now, rolling over to the other side. I always like the image, imagining I'm lying on the beach on wet sand, and I'm tracing a circle into the sand with the back of my hips. That's it, and again, over. Tracing that point of contact into the floor, giving yourself that little massage for the lower back. And finishing there. Relax now. Now we have a better understanding of where our easy resting or neutral position is from here. Start again with that scoop, that imprint, but then continue to bridge up, reaching energy up and over the feet. Feel the length of those femur bones as you arrive in that nice long bridge position, one long line from your knees through your hips to your shoulders. Feel your feet really evenly planted here. Be aware of how you're distributing your weight there. Inhale, and then exhale ever so slowly, softening through the throat, softening through the ribs, reaching the abdominals inward to help support and stretch through the low back as you paint that spine back down one vertebra at a time until once again you unfurl into that easy resting position. Let's try that again. Exhale, scoop and peel, reaching up. That's it, lifting long. Feel that energy open through the front of the pelvis here. Good. Inhale and exhale, hollowing, rolling back down. Surrendering with the upper body, release. Let's take our bridge again. Exhale, scoop and peeling up. Good. And then staying in this lift, keeping suspended in space. Peeling the toes above the floor to flex the feet. And then lower the toes down, reversing that, lifting the heels. And then lowering the heels down. That's it. And peel the toes up. Flex. And toes come back down, wide and spongy. Lift the heels. And lower down. One more time each. Flex the feet, lift the toes. And lowering down. And lift the heels. Good job. And reestablish your bridge if you've shifted. Inhale. Exhale, curl through the low body, roll through the spine. All the way back down. Gather those knees into your chest. Take that nice stretch for the back. Send energy down through the tail, long out through the top of the head at the same time. Placing your hands on your kneecaps now, let's go into our stirring. So again, imitating that same circling action with the pelvis, massaging that circle into the mat, and then reversing directions. Nice and easy there. Great. Send your arms up to the ceiling, palm to palm, and then slowly opening your wingspan wide. We're going to pause right before we get to the floor, sending that energy through the fingertips, feeling that electricity through the arms. Take a big inhale, And then exhale, dissolve, release. Feel gravity taking over there. Let's do our twist side to side. Knees will twist to the left, head rolls to the right. Breathe into that low back. Relax your shoulders. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Magnetize those abdominals, bringing the pelvis back to center. Your head comes back to center as well. Let's try the other side. Knees to the right, head to the left. Spiral twist. And again, settle in, release, relax. Good. On your next exhale, hollow those abdominals, bring the pelvis back to center once again. Very nice. We're going to extend the left leg long on the mat and keep the right knee folded into the chest, working that fold in the crease of the hip. Good. And then just extend the leg just a bit. Just extend the foot up to the ceiling. And then we're going to flex and point once again, working through the feet. As you point through the toes, really be articulate and gooey through the foot. So rather than thinking of our ankle as just a flap, we want to roll through all those bones. Kitty cat paws. Rolling through, ooey and smooth. Then take those circles again. 1 and 2 and 3. Reverse. 1 and 2 and 3. And now lengthen the leg deeper for a more hamstring stretch, taking the leg either behind the thigh or higher up toward the calf or ankle. Gliding that leg in towards you, feeling even length through both sides of the waistline here. Energy through the other leg as well, so both legs reaching in opposition. Let's take our bend and flex, so folding the joints, folding the leg in to release, relax. And then exhale, extend through the heel. Good. And then point through those toes again, perhaps getting a little deeper stretch. Try that once again. Bend and fold. And then lengthen through the heel. Feel that calf stretch. And then pointing through the foot, getting a little deeper in. Good. Let's take our inner thigh and outer thigh stretches as well. Take the leg, turning it out, gliding and guiding it open to the side, keeping the opposite hip in place as you feel the stretch increase through the inner leg. Easy neck and shoulders once again. Exhale, abdominals help support you. Bring the leg up and across. Take it with the other hand going across the body. First part of this, keeping the pelvis still on the floor. Feeling that stretch through the outer aspects of the leg. And then continuing perhaps into more of a spiral, if that feels good to you. Allowing the hip to come away, getting a little bit more stretch through the outer hip and low back. And then exhale, gather those abdominals back to the floor, feeling the leg long again. Maybe taking one more stretch in parallel before we do our leg circles here. So extending the leg, soften the knee a little bit so you're not gripping with your quads. You want to feel this deeper, stirring in the hip socket itself. Hands can be down beside you as you're training wheels. 4 each way. Inhale, going across the body. Exhale, stirring down, around, and up. And again, inhale and exhale, circle, stir. How steady can you keep your pelvis? Inhale, exhale, swing it around. That's it. One more time. Inhale and exhale, circle, stir. Very good. Let's reverse directions. Inhale, opening away. Exhale, circle down, around, and up. And 2. Swing and arrive. Inhale, exhale, circle. One more time, inhale, and exhale, circle. Now lengthen that leg, reach and cast it all the way back down. And pause a second, just noting how different the two sides of your body feel. And then we'll try to even things out, folding the left thigh into the chest. Keep that right leg long on the floor. Working that crease. And then we'll gently extend the leg just a bit to work through the foot some more. Pulling the toes back, really watching your alignment as you move. And point, and flex, rolling through, pressing through those toes. One more time, flex and point, and then circling 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and reversing. 1, 2, 3. Great. Extend that leg, collecting your leg into that hamstring stretch. Feel long. Send your exhales down through those tight places. Bend and flex, fold, release, then relax the stretch. And then on the breath out, extend through the heel, reach it back up, opening the calf stretch there. And then point, perhaps getting a little bit more range. We'll try that once again. Bend and flex, fold. Deep inhale, exhale, send it back up, reach to that heel. Good. And then point. Great, let's turn the leg out, rotating it open, guiding it open to the side, trying to keep your seatbelt of strength on so your pelvis stays on the floor. Opening up the inner leg stretch there. Exhale, abdominals help support, gather that leg back up, take it with the other hand, going across the midline, across the body, waking up that outer hip stretch, keep breathing. And again, if it feels good to you, continue over into a deeper spiral twist. Exhale, sends the pelvis back to the floor, leg follows. Take one more stretch in that parallel hamstrings place, and then lengthen the leg a little bit away, soften the knee, relax the quadriceps, going into our hip circles here, 4 times each direction. Inhale, leg crosses midline. Exhale, stir in the hip socket, down, around, and up. Inhale, exhale. Put all the tension up in your shoulders, deeper into your core. Keeping steady. And again, inhale and exhale, circle around. Let's reverse 4 sets. Inhale, opening, and exhale, around. And 2, and around. And 3. Good. And 4. Very nice. Lengthen the leg stretch, reach it and cast it down to meet your other leg on the floor. And again, just feeling how long and open and warmed up you are now in through the hips here. Very good. Bring the legs together, okay? If you need to do this with your knees bent, please do so. That's an option. I'll demonstrate with legs long. We're just going to work on our chest fold here. So finding that place where the ribs come to meet underneath the sternum, that little xiphoid process there. That's going to be our pivot point. So we're going to exhale and fold to look toward our toes. You can reach through the fingertips. Send your shoulders away from your ears, just looking at your toes, and then roll yourself back down. Okay, try that again. Inhale, exhale, pivot and fold to curl yourself up. Feeling your abdominal zipper, you just zipped up your tight pants. And then roll yourself back down. Again, if you need to, you can always use your mat as support as you curl up and then roll down. If you don't need your mat, we're curling and reaching. Now then, stay in this position. Challenge your fingers to reach up, 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 keeping your abdominals strong. Lower, down, 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 and relax your head back to the floor. Again, reach to the fingertips, fold and reach. Keep those abdominals zipping. Inhale, reach up, 2, 3, 4. Paint it down, 2, 3, 4, and return. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, exhale, slide and glide, reaching the fingers toward the feet. Keep your abdominals strong, floating up, 2, 3, keeping the head lifted, and down, 2, 3, 4, and lowering back down. We're going to move into the roll up from here. So again, you can keep the legs long or bend the knees should you need to do that. Reach the arms up to the sky and then overhead as long as you can without letting the ribs pop open or arch at the spine. Here we go. Inhale, the arms float up to the ceiling. Spine like a wheel. Nod your chin to chest. Find that same pivot point we found. But then continue to use those abdominals. And we'll take that hover up and over, feeling the abdominals reaching away from your face, wide through the upper back, hovering over your waistline. And then exhale, scoop the belly deeply, slide the shoulders away from the ears once again, and melt your spine back down to the floor. And then unwind, lengthen those arms overhead. Let's continue like this. Inhale, the arms up. And exhale, nod and scoop. How smoothly can you roll yourself up? That's it. And then find that upper float reach. Wide upper back. Exhale, contract, rolling down, shoulders softening. Relax your legs as much as you can. That's it. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, arms floating up. And exhale, nod and fold. Yes, very good. And reach, hollow. And exhale, painting your spine back down, shoulders dripping away, melting wax. And unwind 1 more time. Inhale the arms and exhale, scoop and peel. This time as we arrive, waddle those sit bones wider apart and just take a stretch forward over your legs. Breathe into those floating ribs. Good. And then roll yourself up to a sitting position. We'll do a few of our rolling exercises. So make sure you have some good padding with your mat if you need to double it or fold it in half. You can always take a moment to do that. Otherwise, you're going to find your position nice and compact. So really hugging onto those ankles. See if you can scoop the belly deeply. Those are your controls. And find that balanced position, toes off the floor. And even just pausing here, really feeling that curve of the spine, that C curve, round things roll. We're going to feel the work through the low belly here. Then pull those abdominals so deeply that that's what tips you off balance. We rock back, exhale, come back up and try to find that same precarious balance point. Continue to practice. Inhale, rock. Exhale, roll it up and pause at the top. That's it. Nice. And again, inhale, roll. Exhale, coming back up. Nice. Massage that spine. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times if you want. Take your hands away from your legs. Hold them in a little circle, a little first position. And see if you can maintain this exact position throughout. Woo, a little challenge. That's it. 1 more time. Inhale, rock. And exhale, roll. Nice. Now take a hold of your ankles on either side and slowly bring your shins parallel to the floor. Release your shoulder tension. Keep all that easy. And then challenge yourself to extend the legs longer, straighter as much as you can, maintaining the balance. And then slightly opening the legs apart, shoulder distance. Keeping that belly deep and strong. Bring it back together, retrograde. Bend the knees, find that tabletop position. Let's try this again. Now I'll give you the option. You can either continue to hang on or try with no hands. Slowly stretching the legs up. It's okay if they're a little bent. Open the legs apart. Abs, abs, abs. Bring it back together again. And then bend your knees. Very good. Release. Open your thighs into that butterfly position, stretching, diving forward. Relax those hip flexors. Breathe into the low back. Good. And then bringing yourself, rolling back up. Gather the knees together again. Roll back down onto your back. Take another moment to pause and hug those knees in. And we're so excited. We're only going to do a few of our Fab 5 exercises today. We're going to do our single straight leg, our scissors, and then our crisscross today. So big inhale. Exhale, finding that pivot point to curl yourself up or use your mat if you need. Extend your legs long. And then we're going to scissor one leg away from the other and find that same hamstring stretch position. We're in our chest fold. We pull in, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, inhale. inhale, switch, exhale, exhale, switch, and in, long laser beam legs. Exhale 2 more times, in, and out, and out. One more for good measure, in, and out, and out. Bend and relax your head back down, maybe rock your head side to side. Very nice. And then for all of our abdominal players today, we'll take the hands sweeping, circling around, hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Take that big inhale, exhale, find that same pivot point, peeling head and shoulders up, extending one leg long, and then pivoting around that sternum, finding that twist, opposite elbow toward the knee, and we change and reach. The lower you take the leg, the harder it is to keep that torso connected. We inhale, switch, exhale, switch, exhale, switch, inhale, exhale, keep using your eyes. One more set, in, and in, zip it deeply. And release, relax, back down. Very, very good. All right, we're gonna continue and go back to what we were working on earlier with the bridges again. So finding that parallel placement with the thighs. We're gonna add a little challenge now that we're a little more stretched out through those hamstrings. Take your breath in. Exhale, scoop the pelvis, peel it up, roll back up to that same bridge position, lifting the hips. Now keep suspended here, really feel the work through the backs of the legs, through the hamstrings and the glutes. Your pants are zipped up, feeling nice and strong. We're gonna take one leg, exhale, zip up those abdominals and float the thigh up. And then extend the leg long. Good, see if you can flex the foot and reach it away, parallel thighs. Reach point, reach it back up. Good, bend the knee. And return it back down. Yowza. Other side. Reestablish your bridge, support from the other side. Float, exhale, one leg floats in. And lengthen it up. Flex, reach to the heel, thighs coming closer to meet. And point, send it back up, keeping the pelvis right where it is. Bend the knee, return. Woo, one more time each side, we can do it. Strong center, keep those legs lifted and float. And extend, reach, support side working. Flex, energy through the heel, reach it away. Keep those hip bone headlights evenly toward the sky. Point, lift it up, bend the knee, and replace it. Last time. Exhale, strong, fold. And lengthen it up, keep the chest open. Flex to the heel, lengthen it away, reach, long waistlines. Point, lift it up, bend the knee, fold it down. Make sure your hips haven't dropped. Inhale, exhale, roll it down. Woo, that was some good work. Hug your knees into your chest. Lengthen that tailbone down, maybe rock side to side a little bit. Good. Before we sit up, let's do a few of our reverse scoops, so our little prep for rollover. So scoop in the abdominals deeply. You can use your hands down beside you. Exhale, bring your knees in, lift your hips. See if you can control the descent. We'll do that about 5 times. Scoop, and rolling it back down. Stretching out the spine. Again, working that powerhouse as you descend. Few more times. Scoop and peel. And rolling it down. Last time. This time, nod your chin to chest. Roll yourself all the way up. And we'll sit up. Extend the legs long. Flexed feet. Good. Reaching your zombie arms out in front of yourself. Feel those sitting bones underneath you. It's okay if you need to bend your knees if your hamstrings are still feeling tightish. We'll inhale here. Exhale, hollow the belly and fold again over that imaginary bar at your waistline or a basketball on your lap, nodding the head forward, wide upper back. Inhale from the base of the spine, stack the vertebrae one by one. letting those shoulders drip off your skeleton to find that vertical spine. Try that again. Inhale, tall. Exhale, deflate. Like the air is being released out through your mid-back. Inhale, inflate, rolling right back up again. Good. And now let's open the arms out to the side for our saw. Rotating the rib cage. Inhale, and then exhale, folding. Feeling that pinky edge reaching to the outside of that one leg. Inhale, stack the spine, roll yourself back up. Excellent. Exhale, unwind. Other side. Inhale, rotate, and exhale, fold and reach. Both sitting bones reaching down toward the floor evenly. Inhale, stack the spine back up, and exhale, unwind. Again, inhale, tall, rotate, exhale, fold and reach. Feeling both hands reaching away from each other in opposition. Inhale, stacking it up, and unwind, feeling the length through both sides of the waistline. Other side, rotate, exhale, fold, reaching away. Good. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, unwind. And rest. Let's roll over onto our belly now. Good. We'll start with our little pillow. So making a little pillow for your forehead, one hand stacked on top of the other, and then let your head rest there. As you're here on your belly, feel the length in the front of the hips. And we'll start with some alternating leg lifts. So shoulders easy. Reaching long through one leg and hovering it up off the floor, feeling the back of the leg strong and the stretch in the front of the hip. And then lowering it back down to the floor. Other side, laser beam light reaching long through the leg as it elevates, floats up, hovers. And then lowering back down. Other side again, alternating, lengthen the leg, hover and lift it. Now stay here. See if you can bend the knee and flex the foot with the thigh up off the floor. Push it out and point through the foot. Reach and then lower it back down. So adding another element there. Other side, lengthen and float. Reach it long. Bend the knee, flex the foot, folding it in. Press to the foot, reach and point. And then lowering that back down. Again, each side. Lengthen and float. Lift. Bend and flex, little quad stretch. Work for the hamstrings. Push and point, lengthen out and float. Exhale down. Other side, inhale, lift and lengthen. Bend and flex, push and press it out. Reach at the toes. Inhale, exhale, lower it back down. Relax, wag your tail side to side. And now moving into the upper body. I know this is one of our favorites. Bring your arms into our goalpost position. So your arms might be off of your mat. Make that right angle with your shoulders and with your forearms here. And your head can rest on the floor. So this is 4 steps. Step 1, you're going to lift your wrists and your forearms. Try not to bend your wrists. Keep them long and flat. So we're feeling the backs of the shoulders working here. Step 2, see if you can lift those elbows off the floor, keeping your arms up on the ramp. Abs still strong. Step 3, lengthen your spine and open your chest and extend. So we're arching, looking forward, back of the neck long. Step 4, gliding the arms forward on your ramp. Reaching, soaring over the city. Then reverse, elbows come back to that same square. Be careful not to go too far. Keep it at that right angle. Lower your head back down. Lower your elbows back down, but keep those fingers high. And then rest the hands back down. Good news, we're only doing it one more time. Here we go. Lifting the forearms. Lifting the elbows wide. Energy through that wingspan. Abs lift, eyes lift, heart lifts, open. Keep the legs relaxed. Glide the arms forward, reach. Abs still strong, reverse it. Elbows bend, feeling that mid-back work, shoulder work. Head comes back down. Elbows come back down. And hands rest. Bring your hands in closer to your shoulders. Take one beautiful swan extension, pushing a marble with your nose. And curious baby, looking forward. Slide the shoulders down, press into your hands if you can. Open the chest, feel that stretch in the front of the body. Stay here, gently bring your chin towards your chest. And roll ear to one shoulder, stretching out the sides of the neck. And down to the front, chin to chest. Other side, ear to shoulder. Chin to chest, keeping the belly lifted. Inhale, looking forward. And exhale, painting your eyes back down the wall, back down to the floor, back down to the mat. And rest. Press up to your hands and knees position. And we'll take a few cat and cow here. So finding nice and square, abs lifted, shoulders over hands. Hollow and dome, really feel that stretch to the spine. And then lengthen long into that long spine. Slide the shoulders back, open the chest. Arcing through the spine. Try that again. Lift and scoop, feel that curve. And back to center. Slide the shoulders, shine your heart light forward. Good, coming back to center. Let's do our thread the needle today. So inhale, opening, reaching, spiraling the torso. And then thread the needle, dive through, fingertips reaching between the knee and the hand. Spiral twist, lowering your head toward the floor. Breathe into those shoulders. And then press into your hand on the floor. Bring yourself back to all fours. We'll do the other side. Inhale, open, spiral. Feel that stretch through the torso. And then fingertips dive through, wringing it out. Lower yourself down. Again, deep breaths into those places you're feeling through the back of the shoulders, through the ribs. Good, and again, bring yourself back up to all fours. One more cat back, lift and hollow, and then shifting your weight to sit back towards your feet into child's pose. And you can either reach the arms as far forward as you can, or if it feels better to you, you can rest your hands at your sides, whichever works best for you. Spend some time here breathing into the low back. Feel the rib cage expand as you inhale. And then everything softens and melts as you exhale. And do that one more time. Full inhale. And exhale. Good. Drop your tailbone round through the spine. Roll yourself back up. And we're going to move into a few of our leg exercises here, side legs. So go ahead and find your position. Onto your side in your banana position. So legs slightly angled toward the front of your mat. You can lie long on this arm here, or you can prop your head up if you need. But check to make sure that the pelvis stays nicely stacked, length through both sides of the waistline. And we're not rocking back or forth, okay, as we go. So let's see, let's take both legs as one. Lift both feet up, flex the feet, and then top leg separates and reaches up and lowers down, keeping that bottom leg hovering. Again, lift and lower it down. Third time, lift, come partially, partway down. See if you can magnetize the bottom leg up to the top leg. Point and slowly return. Let's do that a few more times. Lift both legs together. Flex and top leg up and down. Big reach energy through those heels. Lift and lower. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift and lower down. Bottom leg comes up to meet it. Point and float. Check in with this top shoulder. See if you can keep that soft. Again, lift both legs and flex. Top leg, one and down. And two, and down, and three, part way down, inner legs pull together, point and lower. We can do it last time, lift and flex, And 1. Check your balance. See if you don't need this top hand. And 2. And down. And 3. Part way down, bottom leg magnetize up. Point and rest. Very, very good. Bend your knees together now, like you're sitting in a little chair. And we're going to do our clamshells. You can either do this with your feet staying down together on the floor, or a little bit more challenging is lifting your feet up off the floor. And then we're going to keep the sacrum right where it is, and like a creaky clamshell, open that top leg, and then close and squeeze together. And again, so we're spiraling, feeling that rotation in the hip socket, and then lowering it back down. Inhale, open. And exhale, press. And inhale, open. And exhale, press. Keep going. Inhale, open. And exhale, press. And again, inhale, open. And exhale, press. Good. Release, relax the feet back down to the floor. Extend your bottom leg and cross the top leg over. Let's bring ourselves into our little book position. So stacking the hands one on top of the other, letting your head rest on the floor. Slide and glide the top arm forward over the bottom hand, and then opening the book. Let your head roll on the floor. And open that stretch across the shoulders and chest. Send some deep breaths into those tight spots. Release, relax the shoulders. And then reach and gather to come back together again. Very good. Let's rotate over to the other side. So again, find your banana position. Hips and shoulders stacked. Long through the waistlines here. Legs are parallel here together. And here we go. Both legs floating up. And flex to the feet. 3 lifts. We slowly lift. 1. And down, and 2, and down, and 3, halfway down, bottom leg comes up, point, and slowly return. And again, lift and flex. Keep breathing. Stretch long legs. 1, and down, and 2, and down. 3rd time, part way down, bottom leg gathers up, point, and float down. 2 more sets. Lift and flex. Check your balance. 1, and down. Easy shoulder. 2, and down. And 3, part way down, gather up, point, and float. 1 more time. Lift and flex and reach. Feeling that waistline work. And 2, and down, and 3, part way down, gather that bottom leg up, point, and lowering it back down. Very, very good. So from here, let's see, what did we do next? Bend your knees, and we did our clamshells. So from here, you can either keep your feet there or lift your feet to make it more exciting. Again, make sure you're not spiraling on the pelvis. Here we go, lifting up and press slowly together. And again, lift, inhale, exhale, squeeze that space together. And lift and close. Good, lift and press. Isolating that thigh. And down. Let's just do 1 more. Rotate, open, and close. Good job. Let your feet come to the floor. Release. Extend your bottom leg. Take the top leg over. Feel more of that stretch through the outer hip. Stack the palms. Let your head rest on the floor. Slide and glide top arm. Let the shoulder girdle slide. Open the arm. Open that book. Roll. Allow your head to follow that hand. Breathe. Good. And then reach, gather to come back to close. Very nice. Roll onto your back now. We'll go into a few final stretches here for the legs. From here, bring your knees into your chest once again. Give yourself that nice hug. And then extend the legs up to the ceiling. You're going to cross one leg over the other. So I'm crossing as high as I can up toward the thighs. And then bend your knees. And then as wherever you can grab a hold of, your pant legs, your socks, your ankles, whatever you can grab, take a hold of your shins here. Pull your ankles wide and in, bringing the thighs in towards your chest. At the same time, try not to peel your hips up off the floor. Reach your tailbone down toward the floor. And send some deep breaths into those tight spots you may be experiencing here. Again, I always like to micro shift side to side, finding other angles of stretch. When you find a good place, pause there and breathe a little deeper. And then carefully unwind the legs, switch other leg on top. We'll do the same thing here, folding the legs in, gathering your legs wherever you can find a grip, and then open the legs out and pull the thighs in. Again, tailbone anchoring you, reaching down. Feel the length of your axis through the spine. And again, perhaps a little shift side to side. Finding, investigating other tight places to feel longer. Good. And again, unwind the legs. Open the knees apart, pulling the feet in, little butterfly position, or even you can go into a little happy baby position here, letting those inner thighs stretch out. And then again, help your knees come back together again. Notch into chest, roll yourself back up. And we'll come into our mermaid position. So again, stacking the knees one on top of the other. If that doesn't feel good, you can go into a more open fourth position. Really sitting on one hip, holding onto your mermaid tail, swoosh to the side. Lengthen this arm long, up by your ear. Stretch up, 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 inhale. Exhale, side bend, up and over toward that mermaid tail. Feel that length through the side body. Breathe an extra breath here. And then let's take the hand behind the head today. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the belly again. Spiral twist, elbow coming down toward the knees. Breathe into that low back. Good. Come back into your sideways position. And then unfurl that arm. Reach, reach, reach farther. And bring yourself back up. Place this hand on the floor. We're going to take the other arm up and slide down to your elbow. So feeling that side bend stretch, really lifting the rib cage up. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. And one more, thread the needle here. Spiral the rib cage and reach underneath that arm through the tunnel. Wring out your organs there. Come back into that sideways position. Feel that mermaid stretch. And bring yourself back up. Place your hands behind you so you can swing your legs around to the other side. And we'll find our same position, similar position here on the other side. Tucking in nice and tight. Lengthen long. Drop your shoulder down. Reach, inhale. Side bend, exhale, up and over. Stay for the stretch. Opening up the side body. Inhale and exhale. Good. Hand behind the head. Inhale. Hollow the belly. Exhale, fold and twist. Deep stretch there. Good. Bring yourself back to sideways position and lengthen farther than you did before. Reach, reach, reach. Good. And bring yourself back up. That hand goes to the floor. Reach the other arm up. Slide down to the elbow. Nice arc through the rib cage. Inhale, reaching up to the ceiling. And thread the needle again. Exhale, spiral rotate. Twist it out. Breathe. Coming back to your same sideways rainbow arc. And reach yourself back up. Great. Bring your legs around into an easy butterfly position here. And we'll inhale, reaching the arms up again. And exhale. Reaching forward now, stretch. And roll it up. One more time like that. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale down. And sending love over the legs. Reach. And roll up your spine. Shake out your legs. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope that feels good. Have a great Sunday.